guys, it's Sprout here. I'm so excited to finally bring you this video. I've been wanting to do a Leopardleer story since I started the channel. And she was actually my first test subject, which is why she does have like a story, but it's not that great because it was kind of just a test. I'm rambling. Anyway, this story was so good, and there's just so many cool scenes for art and like fan fiction if people want to write stories. It was really fun, and I'm excited to bring it to you. So let's get started. I don't think there's any major trigger warnings. There is some fighting. There is a little bit of death, but it's not as intense as Shade Step, and it's not as intense as Autumn Heart. So yeah, let's go. You now see Leopardleer sitting at a clan gathering. The current leader, Ripplestar, is announcing apprentices and their mentors. However, Leopardleer's mind is somewhere else. It wasn't too long ago that her brother Garscale was told to be dead by a warrior named Bloodmoon. Her brother was the last family she had in the clan, and he was also the deputy. She was not the only cat to find Bloodmoon suspicious, to say the least, but she wanted to stay a loyal cat, so she kept her mouth shut for now and continued listening to the meeting. It was almost time for Ripplestar to announce the deputy. The clan seemed nervous. She was not a bad leader by any means, but she was older, and some had feared she wasn't making the right decisions for the clan. There was a hush as she announced the next deputy. "Bloodmoon, will you become RiverClan's deputy?" she asked, and gasps came from the clan. Leopardleer swished her tail, frustrated. How could this happen? How did Ripplestar not see how horrible Bloodmoon was? She wanted to say something, but her worst fear was being exiled. She had only ever known RiverClan, and she loved it. She watched as other cats seemed to get upset. "I do," Bloodmoon's voice boomed over the crowd. "I have my faith in you," Ripplestar said. She couldn't even tell how upset the clan was. Bloodmoon proudly walked in front of the clan cats, sitting over in the deputy spot, the spot where Garscale should still be. Suddenly, a warrior named Crocodile River spoke up, growling. "So you're gonna make a murderer Foxheart deputy?" Leopardleer was taken back by this loud call-out. She guessed that Bloodmoon hadn't just hurt her family, but maybe other people as well. Most of the clan were extremely loyal to Ripplestar and tried to get Crocodile River to calm down. The leader looked down at Crocodile River. Her eyes narrowed. "He is not a murderer and not a Foxheart. You will watch how you speak with me." All while Bloodmoon was grinning and watching this happen. Leopardleer just couldn't take this. Finally, a she-cat named Thundertide approached Crocodile River. "You will respect our leader," she hissed at him. "What you gonna do about it? Cry?" Crocodile River responded. The two warriors started fighting in front of Leopardleer, other cats coming in. "Guys, stop fighting! Hey, break it up!" This, unfortunately, was not something new or unusual at RiverClan. Cats were always at each other's throats. Leopardleer quickly moved to the other side of the clearing. Ripplestar finally stepped up and yowled loudly, "Stop this fighting now!" While she could somewhat appreciate what Crocodile River was trying to do, he was going about it the wrong way. This was only going to cause more chaos and harm for them. Finally, after Crocodile River was removed by a few other warriors, the leader spoke again. Clan dismissed. Quickly and very happily, Leopardleer dispersed from the group. Why did meetings have to be so long and dramatic, she wondered. Looking around, she spotted a friend, Owldive, and sat next to her. She mumbled under her breath, I wonder if he's going to actually do his job and figure out patrols. The she-cat looked over at her. Oi, Leopardleer, any clue why anyone's looking at Blood Moon like that? It's kind of creepy. I don't trust him. A lot of cats don't, she responded. Owldive must have heard her first mumble and responded, If we're lucky, yeah, he might. They both looked over at Blood Moon, who was just casually hanging out in the deputy spot, not seeming to care what happened in the clan. I don't trust him either, Crocodile River said, approaching the two. Leopardleer flicked him an annoyed look. He was the last person she wanted to talk to right now. Leopardleer was sick of waiting around and decided to go out on her own little patrol, maybe do some hunting. Anything was better than sitting around that camp. Finding a nice, quiet place by the river, she was able to finally think. So many things had happened so quickly. She had missed her brother a lot. She wanted to leave RiverClan, but she just couldn't. Why did things have to be so complicated? Figuring she had spent enough time moping, she quickly hunted and managed to find a pretty good-sized trout, dragging it back to camp. After dropping off the fish in the fresh kill pile, she looked around. Russet Snarl was sunning himself, and that actually seemed like a good idea. He was a very handsome Tom, and she had grown up with him. They had been friends since their apprenticehood. Hey, Russet Snarl, she shyly managed to say. Why was she so nervous all of a sudden? Howdy, Leopardleer. How are you? The Tom asked. She quickly responded, Same. Then suddenly realized that made no sense in the conversation. Getting up, she was very flustered. I gotta go, she said before dashing out of camp. Why did she have to be such a mouse brain sometimes? I blew it, she mumbled under her breath as she paced around the river. Finding a place to sit, she decided to just maybe hang out outside the camp. What could go wrong out here? Suddenly, she noticed Russet Snarl diving into the water. He must be hunting. She tried to play it cool, but couldn't help looking over at him every so often. Her ears red. How's the water? She called out to the Tom, hoping to make a non-awkward conversation this time. He turned around, seeming a little surprised. Guess he didn't notice her. Oh, hello there. The water's great. She looked down at the water and smiled before looking back up at him. It usually always is. Standing up, she decided to get in the water with him. The Tom grinned as she entered, swimming over to him, especially now since the snow is gone too. Yes, it's so much warmer now. She continued to swim around, still too nervous to get too close. She shook her fur out and got out of the water, walking over closer to him. I saw you brought some fish back to camp earlier. Glad Prey's running again, he commented. Walking closer and sitting on the shore, she responded, Yeah, they're not as hard to find now, thankfully. Russet Snarl waded to the shore, stepping out and shaking his pelt off before he began to groom himself. I was gonna go on patrol, but Blood Moon never actually got that all situated, he said. It was obvious he wasn't trying to be rude to the deputy. However, Leopardleer couldn't hide her distaste for the deputy. Blood Moon is a mouse-brained cat, she hissed. Oh, I don't know much about him personally. Is he bad? Leopardleer took a deep breath before looking over at the Tom. I think he killed our old deputy. You know, Garscale, my brother. I don't have any proof, though. Other than that, they would argue a lot. Leopardleer noticed that Crocodile River walked over. She quickly hushed. The sandy-colored Tom seemed to have blood on his face. Hey guys, he said, as if nothing was wrong. Why are you bleeding? She asked, squinting at Crocodile River. Oh, it's nothing, Crocodile River responded. Russet Snarl could tell there was some tension between the two of them, so he quickly interjected. Whoa, I mean, that's true. And we never found Garscale's body, did we? Leopardleer sighed and turned her attention back to the red-coated Tom. No, we never found it. Blood Moon just told us he was dead. That's a good framing trick, Crocodile River added to the conversation. Leopardleer spoke up. Yeah, that's what I think, until he continued. Not like I've done it before. Leopardleer immediately began to glare at him. Why did he have to be so annoying? I don't want to call him out, though, and get exiled. Ripplestar seems to trust him for some reason. Russet Snarl looked over at Crocodile River cautiously. He seemed to also pick up on the weird words. Ripplestar can die 9 times in a minute, Crocodile River growled. Leopardleer rolled her eyes. She could understand not liking the leader, and of course not liking Blood Moon, but Crocodile River just took it to another level. She eventually sighed. I just miss Garscale is all. Crocodile River quickly walked over to her, seeming as if he wanted to lay next to her comfortingly, but she quickly hissed and got to her paws. Why did Crocodile River have to make things so awkward? She quickly walked down the river, looking back at Russet Snarl. Going on a patrol, she said before continuing her walk. Wait up, Leopardleer, I'll come with you, Russet Snarl said, getting to his paws and catching up to her. So, where to? Oh, hey, yeah, you can join. And not sure. Usually I just follow the river to start. The two warriors patrolled the river and enjoyed each other's company. The clan can be such a headache sometimes, Leopardleer said. He chuckled. 100% agree. Sometimes I get the urge to just run away and be a rogue, if I'm honest. She chuckled. Same, but I don't know who I would be without these rivers and this land, she sighed. Yeah, that's true, but the pure freedom, it would be amazing. Yeah, it really would. She sits down and looks into the water, wondering what it would be like, when suddenly she noticed Crocodile River watching them from a rock. Turning to face him, she asks, "What do you want?" Suddenly, Ripplestar is sitting next to him. What was going on? Even Russet Snarl looked over and asked, "How'd you get here?" Crocodile River only responded with a snarky, Why can't you just leave us alone? She hissed. Crocodile River looked down. Is talking to my friends against the code? Friends? I don't think so, Leopardleer said in a very serious tone. Finally, Ripplestar spoke up. Crocodile River, may I speak with you for a moment? She said in a semi-harsh tone. Russet Snarl awkwardly started to hum and looked between the three cats. Crocodile River held his stare at Leopardleer before finally turning to Ripplestar. All right, he responded. Leopardleer didn't understand what his problem was. Was he jealous? She decided to take this moment to get out of there and quickly began to trot down the river, Russet Snarl right behind her. That cat has been getting on my nerves since we became apprentices, she finally said, once they were far enough away. Yeah, we used to be friends, but he started getting a bit weird as we got older, Russet Snarl admitted. It's unfortunate, she sighed, then looked over at him. Probably should get back to camp. Yeah, the Tom blinked a few times. Oh, true, it is getting late. Let's go. The two warrior cats walked back to camp, their pelts brushing up against each other every so often. It was nice. Many moons have now passed, and Leopardleer and Russet Snarl were mates. Today they were both hanging out in the clearing, soaking up some sun. Leopardleer looked over to her mate. Hey, Russet Snarl. I have something to tell you, she said, almost purring. But immediately her nose was filled with a scent. The scent of ShadowClan. RiverClan cats began to leave their dens and start looking around. What's happening? Why? What's going on? Russet Snarl looked over at Leopard. Oh, hey, what's up? He asked, now very worried. Before RiverClan knew it hit them, Sunstar leaped into the clearing, claws out, ready to fight. And behind her was dozens of ShadowClan cats. What was happening? This must be Blood Moon's doing. She locked eyes with Sunstar. The ShadowClan leader quickly leaped on her, pinning her down, biting at her. Ah! Sunstar, get off! She clawed and hissed and tried to get the leader off of her, when suddenly Dusk Cloud, a fellow warrior, came and leaped on top of her. They managed to get Sunstar off of Leopardleer just as Russet Snarl walked over, helping Leopardleer up. Thank you, Leopardleer said, gasping and out of breath as she continued to try to fight and dodge attacks. The clearing was now full of ShadowClan cats. Get out of here! She yowled at the ShadowClan cats, but knew it just wasn't going to work. They were here to kill. Trying to help one of her clanmates, she leaped at a ShadowClan cat called Storkwing. Get out of here! She threatened as she clawed into the gray she-cat. Storkwing only chuckled evilly and began to kick Leopardleer hard in the stomach, causing her to start to bleed. Ah! Leopardleer screamed. With her stomach now bleeding, she jumped off of the she-cat and looked around. Where was her mate? Finding him, she quickly walked over. Russet Snarl, we can't beat them. She was crying. We should go, she said, almost whispering, so ashamed to even be saying this. But our clanmates, Russet Snarl said, obviously confused and upset. why would they leave their clan, especially now when they needed them most? Taking a deep breath, she looked over at him. I'm with your kids. The bloody fight in the background continued to rage on, cats hissing and tearing off each other's fur as everything fades to white. You now see Little Sprout sitting in front of you. Hi guys, I know you hate cliffhangers, but boy, I love them. So I hope you loved the first episode of Leopardleer's Hunt. It's such a good role play. It was just so much fun. And if you're wondering, this fight scene was actually planned after the original role play. It's kind of complicated, but if you were part of my Discord, I asked if anyone wanted to be a part of this war, and so we got a bunch of people to come, and it was awesome. So if you are allowed to join Discord, feel free, because sometimes I might need extras for one of my story. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, comment, let me know your favorite part of the roleplay so far, and like this, that really helps as well. Here are some bloopers and fan art. Thank you guys so much as always. Bye! Oh wait, it's on. Howdy. Oh gosh, is he gonna be country? She looked down at the water. Oh, that was my ankle. Did you guys hear that? Oh my god. Finally, Ripple. The two warriors walked back to camp together, their tails brushing up against the... Oh, he doesn't have a tail. Oh no.